Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Great to see you here this morning. Let me explain what's happened since Friday. It's been one hell of a ride, and it's probably our best ever trades of all time and our best ever predictions of all time. Let me break down exactly what's happened on the news, share it all with you, and let's go into some detail. So, on Friday, I was all in. I made my predictions. I wanted to be 100% in the market. Every penny of my margin, and every borrowed bit of money I can get my hands on. Some $700,000 if you take my entire position. If I scroll down here and show you my stocks and ETFs, there's over $500,000 there, plus my Roth IRA, plus my crypto. It's about 700 grand. I've gone all in. I couldn't be more aggressive with my purchases because I focus on value. I don't get emotional. I understand what I own, and that is what I focused on. Now, I went live on Friday night and on Sunday night, last night, for the open, and I was hoping that we'd get this bounce. Well, we did, exactly when the market needed it at 6 a.m. this morning. I was so confident of this, I even transferred, everyone, I shared it with you on Discord and Electrum. I transferred money from my wages from Google, YouTube, which come on the month of the 21st of every month, right? That happened to be a Saturday. So when that happens, you don't get paid till the Monday. But on the Friday, I went to Robinhood and transferred that money from my Bank of America account without it being there. Taking the gamble, thinking, will it even arrive on time before the payment is presented at the bank? Well, the payment was presented at the bank at 4 a.m. this morning. I've been up all night watching it, reading the news, getting ready for these trades. So at 4 a.m. this morning, it did come in, and I was covered, and the money was able to stay in Robinhood and those shares. So I'm very pleased with that. That's a huge gamble, but I was confident that would happen. But it was literally at 4 a.m. both entries, the in and the out, happened at the same time. 1 second either way, that would have been a completely different story. Anyway, it came in. I went all in. I thought there would be an end to the war this weekend. I announced it on the show. Now, is there an end to the war? No, and we're going to cover the real news in a minute. But I said something would come. As you know, I do have a couple of friends at the White House press room. I have friends at Bank of America. I have friends at Robinhood, and I've made these predictions before, and they've always been spot on. I've not been wrong on my trades and not been wrong on my predictions now for 3 years. So the information was right. So what did I do, and how have I benefited from this? Well, I was unable today it was happened so quickly, and there were so many trades. I wasn't able to share everything as it happened. I was doing like about 30 trades all at once, but I did show you the overall position of the gains, the losses, and everything else. So now I'm going to break it all down and share with you exactly what I did. So let's go through it right now. As you can see, all of my crypto now has turned green. All of my crypto, I've got XRP, Ethereum, and some Bitcoin, just for laughs, just for giggles. I bought some Bitcoin, right? It's all up. Now, how is it up? Because we should be down about 20%. Everybody's down about 20%, right? That's where we are, okay? But I'm up on every single trade. Why? Because I used my lots to buy and make profit going up and down, all shared on Discord and Electrum. And then what I've been doing is I've discovered, and this is a thing I've only recently learned, this was taught to me by William Bond, our admin on Discord, and I verified it and checked it and sort of read deep into it. And it's true on XRP and Ethereum and Bitcoin, not all crypto. You can buy and you can sell them at a loss and buy them back straight away. You can't do that with stocks. There's a wash sale rule. You have to wait 30 days. So I sold all of my XRP and my Ethereum and my Bitcoin leading up into this weekend. You saw me do it. I shared all the trades with you on Discord and Electrum. And then I bought them back at less than I sold them for, and I posted the tax loss. So on paper, I lose money, but I bought back in at the same or the less price. Now, you have to always make sure you are covering the spread, the cost of trading crypto. Remember, that's important. And remember, when you work out how much tax loss you're harvesting, times that by your tax rate, 20%, 25%. That is the amount of money you'll actually get back. So make sure that it's more than it's costing you to sell it. So I did that. Bought it. Now everything is up. Now that doesn't mean to say I'm overall up. Of course I'm not. I'm still down from 20%. But on paper, I've lost money. But these positions are all making money. That is real profit on those trades. But I'm not going to kid myself and say I've won overall. I haven't. But I put myself in a much better position because when I do sell, I've got no tax to pay because I've already lost the money on paper. So there's my XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Now let's go on to the stocks. This is where it gets really interesting. Now, the S&P, I sold the S&P in October, telling you it would go sideways and down this year. And I was right, wasn't I? Absolutely. If you heard me say that in Discord and on the shows, Electrum, say yes in the chat. It's important to fact check me. I would really appreciate if everyone could do that. So please do that. So I sold the S&P in October. I made a lot of money with it last year. On Liberation Day, I made about 70 grand in a couple of days, borrowing $500,000. I'm now doing it with $700,000 and expect to go to $1 million live on the show. Remember, I started with $5,000, no options, no shorts. This is not about earning money on YouTube. This is about trading and investing and buying with conviction and understanding all the mechanics of it and not buying with emotion, just doing the maths. Simple as that. All right. So I've now got back into S&P and I'm up on it, right? Up on it. And that's pretty amazing when you think about it, because year to date, the S&P is down 3.32. A few moments ago, it was down about 7%. Now we're up now we're down 3.32, but I'm not. I'm up on it. This is real wins, real gains, because I've only just started buying it. And I'm up 1.9, sorry, I beg your pardon. I'm up 0.4. Not a huge amount, but I'm up. Earning dividends, I've now got the S&P at 20 times earnings forward, and that's what I want. That's the go sign. And I've made $500 on it to total return. In fact, today I've swung 1,152. Not bad, right? And I've got now a really strong position. 25% of my portfolio is back in the S&P. That's exactly what you want. Coca-Cola. Now, we want to be defensive. We want to be defensive, especially now it's free money, because we told you it would get to $80. If you remember me saying it would get to $80, please say yes in the chat. It did get to $80 and we sold it. It went back down, went to 81. We bought it again. We made money again. Now we're buying Coca-Cola for free. So now I've got a position in Coca-Cola. Of course, we've had a swing in tech. So we've had a rotation from tech to Coca-Cola, and everything dropped. And I've not been buying as much of it because I'm buying more tech. We'll come on to that in a moment. But you can see I'm only down 2%. And I've now got a massive whopping $131,000 in Coca-Cola. A swing today of $1,000. I'm aiming to earn $1,000 a month. I'm nowhere near there yet, but that's my aim, to earn $1,000 a month. That would be a pension. I could live on that without ever selling anything. That would be dividends. That's what I'm trying to build towards. That's what I'll achieve. All right. So there you go. There is my Coca-Cola, only down 2.7 on 131. So that's only 2%. That's nothing at all. And that's a good thing to have, because then we've got the rotation. So when we get the lift up in tech and the dump in Coca-Cola, we buy more, we trim, we reverse it, and we keep using our lots to maximize our profits and gains. SGov. Now, SGov has become more attractive. This is where Warren Buffett puts his cash. Short short-term treasury, but we're not in SGov right now because yes, we can make 4%, but that's where you go when there's nothing better, when you're scared. Well, when you're scared, yes, you move into treasury bonds. People buy gold until they don't. Remember, and you may like to fact check me, I said you should be out of gold now 2 weeks ago. Who the hell would buy gold? Was I right again? Put yes or no in the chat. We're here just to tell you how it is, folks. We're not here to be politically correct or Martyn's got an ego as big as a bus. I don't really care. I'm here to help people and win and share it with you so we all win. That's what we do. Don't confuse arrogance or ego with passion to win and commitment. I've been up all night working on your behalf. So I'm, of course, telling you I've won and I'm right. Again, because I am. And that's important, all right? Don't confuse arrogance or ego with passion to win, all right? I just keep working and making sure we win, all right? So please understand that. Actually, I'm quite a humble bloke, really. I just happen to win all the time, right? So anyway, SGov, it's short-term treasury. We don't want to be there right now. Even though 4% is nice, we can make a lot more money elsewhere. So we're not in SGov at the moment. Now, Google is one of my favorite plays. It's one of my best positions. Not anymore, it's not. But then again, it is. So I had nearly $300,000 of Google. It's one of my best plays. It's one of the best value positions on the Mag 7. If you remember me telling you around about the time Buffett bought it and I bought it a couple of months later, you may remember me telling you it was the best value of the Mag 7. If you remember me saying that, say yes or no. You're making all this stuff up. So yes or no in the chat, please. So I bought Google. However, I didn't buy it at the right time. I paid a little bit too much. Not a problem. I'm happy to own it because it's going to $400. And we're only at 303 now. However, because I know I'm going to make some money, I want to post some losses. So then when it does go up, I don't have to give the tax man my money. This is how the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. You have to play the whole game. So what have I done? I've sold Google from the top lots. I did that at exactly 6 a.m. this morning. All right, let me show you. These are all my trades this morning at exactly 6 a.m. Oh, hang on a minute. We have a star guest.
At Clement Lopez 1 tipped £5 through Super Chat. Please update wins and losses on screen. You have taken many losses on crypto over last week.
Correct.
You put as a win when you sell each profit tax lots.
No, I don't. This is obviously a troll and an idiot. Can everyone call this person out? We're getting trolls paying now. I love the fact that trolls will even pay and give me money to try to discredit me when what they just said was ridiculous. Can everyone confirm this person is saying I mark down my losses as wins? Can all my Discordians, please, and my Electra members who have seen my trades, you're not going to see it, Clement, because I've shared it to all my Discordians and all of my Electra members. They've seen it. They've seen the screenshots. They've seen the trades, all of them. Did I mark my losses as wins? Would anybody please report on that? Did I do that? So please do say that. All right. Anyway, let's carry on. Let me carry on with this. So what was I going to do? Yes, at 6 a.m. this morning, I sold. Let me show you. Sell. Right. Here we go. History, sell. Here we go. Look at this. So 750 shares this morning, $250,000 at 6 a.m. Look at this. These are my losses. These are losses. As you can see here, it was three lots. You see at the bottom of the screen, 3 lots, $250,000 or 220,000. And there was a loss there. Does it say the loss there on that screen? Yes, realized loss of $26,000. That is a loss. That is a loss. I'll update all my losses on the screen and my profits on the screen very shortly. So there is $250,000, all right? That's what I posted this morning, and that was done at 6 a.m. as the market opened. 4 minutes later, we got the pop. How did I know? Let me explain that in a minute as well. My press room, my White House press room contact never lets me down. So I sold for a loss. Now then, I did that 4 minutes before the pump. So is that good or is that bad? It's very good. I wanted to lose money, and I'll show you the next part. So let me go into stocks and shares here. Go into realized profit and gain. There we go. And go to year to date and go to all. Not just stocks, but all. See this? There we go. On paper, the red line, second one in from here, was the losses of crypto over the weekend. They were all the losses. Maybe that's what Clement is talking about. These were all the losses. All these losses here were made on crypto. Okay? That big red line was the losses made on Google. So now I've lost on paper this year to date $15,000. So when I sell and make money, I won't pay any tax. That's great. Now you might say, well, that's great. Okay, I understand that. You've lost money on paper, but haven't you actually lost money then? Because you had $300,000 worth of Google, and now you've got a lot less and you sold it for a loss. Haven't you actually lost money? Hold on, this is where it gets exciting. So I sold my Google at the top lots, not the bottom lots, the top lots. That way I lowered my average. Now I'm in a winning position. I'm up 0.41 and I've made $162. And you'll go, yeah, but you've still not shown me how you've made money on Google if you sold them for a loss. Well, I've posted a tax loss, but I've made the gain. Let me explain it. So if you look here, I now have $39,925 of Google. Not that much, right? 39,000. Didn't I have 300,000? Didn't I have 300,000? Let's read this. Special guest on the stage.
At Chip Gaming 9292 tipped $9.99 through Super Chat. Technically, it's a tax win.
It is a win.
I would count it as a win, not really a loss, because it was for a purpose.
Correct. Yes, you're absolutely right. Thank you very much, Chip, for the super chat. You're absolutely right. But we aim here to always over-deliver, undersell and over-deliver and exceed expectations. And we set high standards. I am winning on all my trades. I'm making money on everything. My predictions are right. But I don't want to say I've won and won and won and won, even though I sound like I already am. I'm not going to mark that as a win. It is a win. It is actually a win because you've improved your position. You have acquired a tax loss. And when you see where I've gone, it's even better. And I haven't got to that part yet. All right. So yeah, it's a win, but I'm not marking it as a win. We're winning all the time anyway. Let's not mark it as a win. Let's give it away. Let's exceed expectations. Let's not try and squeeze another win. So I appreciate, Chip, what you're saying. It is a win, but I'm not going to celebrate and call it a win, even though it actually is. A tax loss harvest is a win if you do it. If you go up and down and don't do anything, you don't take advantage of a tax position. You are missing part of the puzzle. So that's a loss to do that, all right? If you sell the market and get out and walk away or buy back in the asset, that's a real loss. I haven't done either of those things. What I've actually done, I'll come on to a second. So I've got 39,000 plus I've got the 50,000 on my Roth IRA. There's no tax there, no point selling for losses over there. So I've got 80 grand still of Google, still very bullish, still a very big part of my overall portfolio, right? I think you'll agree. But hang on, where's the rest of it gone? I'll come on to that in a second. So now we go down to NVIDIA. Well, rather than going through all that again, I did exactly the same thing. I sold the top lots at the highest losses, and I've just shown you the losses, at 6 a.m., 4 minutes before Trump was going to make his announcement. I knew that was coming. I shared it with everybody. We'd get a bounce on the weekend. I said the war would be over this weekend. Is it over? It's over according to Trump, of course, but it's not really over. But as a trader and investor, it's over for now for me for these positions. I declared it on Friday, that this is why I was buying, that we would get this. If you remember me saying that, this was directly from my sources. Say in the chat, yes, you said, yes, I said that I thought the war was going to come to an end this weekend. Right. So I did the same thing with NVIDIA. I think there's a confusion with Clement. Is it Clement? I want to come back to Clement. Is Clement still in the chat? Is it Clement? Are you still here? Apparently, I misunderstood you. I will come back to you. Are you still here? If you are, I will correct myself. If I'm wrong, are you still here? Apparently, I misread this. I'll come back to you in a moment. So I did the same thing with NVIDIA, sold at the top, got a tax loss. Now I don't have to pay tax when I do sell this year. That's fantastic. But again, you'll say the same thing. I thought you said NVIDIA was going to go up. Well, I've still got $60,000. I'm not exactly out of NVIDIA, am I? But my average is a lot lower now, a lot lower, because I've sold from the top, so I'm closer to making money. Now, I'm not bothered about averages, but it just represents that I'm closer to making money sooner. Okay, that's important. I'll wait and see if Clement comes back to me. Clement's not responding, so we'll have to move on. Apparently, I misunderstood, but he's not come back to me, so not much I can do about it. Okay, so NVIDIA, I've trimmed from the top. Now, you're still saying, but where did the money go? Right, now here is the difference. You cannot buy back your NVIDIA or your Google the same way as I've been doing with XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin. This today could be a 20 grand day. I told you on Monday, if you remember me saying on Friday, Monday could be a $20,000 day. Put yes in the chat. If no, say no, I'm making it all up. That's would be great. All right, that could easily happen. Now then, let's move on. You can't buy back into Google and post a loss on paper within 30 days. I can't predict the future. It's why I don't short the market, and it's why I don't do options. Absolutely no point to me doing options or shorts. I never would. It's not the right thing to do. I think it's immoral, and it's just pointless anyway. Shorters always lose eventually because markets always go up eventually. So you always lose eventually. All right. So I don't short the market. So what am I going to do then with my money that I sold, the losses that I got out of Google? Because if I just walk away, then I really have lost money. I've got to get back in those assets. Well, you got a couple of options. If you go GOOG, which is what I had, and you buy GOOGL, you might think you're going to get away with it. Well, you won't get away with it because it's too similar, and your CPA, accountant, whatever you like, the IRS might deem that as it's similar. And it is, of course, similar. It's the same company. A derivative, you can't do it. That doesn't work. So what do you do? Well, you could buy the S&P, VU, but bearing in mind, VU has only about, I think, 5-6% of Google. So you're missing the 95%. So what do? You've got several options. You could buy the QQQs, all the Qs. You could. However, I'm not really a fan of the Qs at this current price and the current portfolio balance and the management fees and just about everything else. It was okay. It was all right, but it wasn't the best option for me. I didn't think it was the best place. It was an okay place, but when I ran it through my analysis, there was a better option. That better option was VUG, another Vanguard product. You know, I always talk to you about a passively active fund, not a managed fund. I don't want an expensive run fund like VU, the S&P. I want 0.03. Well, VUG gives me such a thing. The expense ratio is higher than that. Hang on, where is it? No, it isn't. There it is. 0.03. That's what I want. A very low expense ratio. That's important to me because I'm a value investor. I don't overpay for anything, and I'll do the work myself because I'll supplement this ETF with my Google exposure and my VU and my crypto and my Nvidia. So I don't want an active managed fund. So this is what works for me. Now you might notice the 41.93 PE ratio. It's around about the 38 forward. It's expensive, but it deserves to be, and it can be. All right. If you look at the history all the way back of this ETF, it's never as cheap as VU. You can't price it the same as VU because it's got a very high exposure to Nvidia. So if I show you the top 10 holdings, much more aggressive. Nvidia is nearly 13%. Look at Google. It's 5 plus 4, that's 9, 10. It's over 10.5% is Google. Hang on a minute, isn't that what we want to own? We do. We want back into Google in a heavy position, and Nvidia I wouldn't mind as well because we sold both. This gives me a good exposure to Nvidia and Google, but at the same time broadens it into Apple and Meta, which I've told you is going to $800. I'm not a fan of Meta, but I own it anyway with the S&P. You can't not. And all the rest of it. So that's why I bought VUG. And of course, I'm up on it. Let's have a look. I'm up already on it on day one, $950, 0.71. Very nice indeed. So that is how I've been able now to beat the market and make all this money and not pay any tax when it comes to it. So this morning I announced on Discord and Electrum, I think this is my best ever trade and my best ever prediction. Not just because I got it right about the war being over on the open on Monday, even though the war isn't over. It's over as far as the stock market's concerned at the moment. It's over as far as Trump's concerned at the moment, hence why we've got all these dips and pumps and everything else. So I was right on that. I was right on the exact moment it would happen just after the open. So I sold. I couldn't do tax lots until 6 a.m. Central Time this morning. I could have sold throughout the night, but I would have been selling the general positions. I'd have had to gone all out or just sold FIFO, first in, first out. That's no good to me. I wanted to sell from the top and keep the bottom for the maximum losses. That way I make the maximum gains. So I had to wait until 6 a.m. So my timing was perfect. And 4 minutes later, boom, we had the news, which is what I thought we were going to get on Friday. So that makes that a win. Then I sold as I said I would, and I trimmed and used the lots and then went back in with VUG to buy back into Google, buy back into Nvidia. And the wonderful part, it's not only a win, I've turned my portfolio around from, thousands down. We were down here, look, we were down $7,000. That's a $10,000 swing in the first half an hour of the day, all right, which is pretty good. Our record is 20 grand, I believe it is now, isn't it? 20 grand now? Anyway, whatever it is. But the most important part is none of this. The most important part is all-time, year-to-date, that. So when we get our nice rally into the end of the year, yes, there's going to be a pullback. We've got other things to concern ourselves about with the yen carry trade and all the other things. When we finally get to the end of all of this and I start taking profit, I won't pay any tax on it. The whole of my portfolio will be tax free, as if it's one giant ISA or one giant IRA. So that makes this, I think, the perfect trade. I don't know how you could trade better than that. I don't know how you could position yourself better than that. But what do you think? Do you agree with me or not? So now I could sit back and do nothing, never trade again, and this portfolio will go to $1 million. All I've got to do now is keep working and keep paying margin off. I can sell if I want to, because I've got all those losses built up, but I would rather keep working, hold the positions, and just keep working to pay off the margin. And of course, when I earn money and bring it in the old-fashioned way, the balance will just keep going up, the margin will go down, the portfolio will get better and better and better, and I won't have to sell anything. And remember, losses can be forward. You can forward them. They're transferable. They don't just die out this year. Now, I don't know how long actually they transfer for. I don't know if they transfer for 20 years. I've no idea. I'll find that out from my CPA, my accountant. I'll have a conversation, but I don't know about that. I look forward to finding that out. Anyway, there you go. There is today's trades. So if you would, I'd like to come back to Clement. Clement said, you got me wrong. I then said, are you still here? Didn't respond. So there's nothing I can do, I'm afraid. I was trying to correct myself. I don't know what I said wrong. But anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure what Clement is saying. I did try to clarify it, but that person is gone. So we have to move on, I guess. I hate when one person gets left behind, but it is what it is. I can only do so much. Right. So if you would like all of my trades as I make them during the night, 24/7, if you want to be able to message me 24/7, if you want one-on-one support, if you want two on-stage events every trading day, if you want to be part of a great Discord community, whether I know, well, we do sometimes get a scammer come in. It does happen, but we kick them out. No AI, no bots, all real. I'm there all day, every day, answering questions, doing live stage events. We've got a great casino gaming channel where we give away Luca coins, which will be, you can redeem for newsletters, redeem for merchandise, all kinds of things. You can win and play games with each other and see all my trade 24/7. As you can see, I make money from investing. I don't need a really expensive $1,000 a month Discord server, which some people will charge and do less than I do. So what I do is I charge you just $2.99. I make it the minimum price you can charge on Discord to give everybody the opportunity to get information. Now, we do select you. Not anyone can join. It's a private club. Even if you pay, it makes no difference. We select you. We don't want bad actors. We don't want trolls and annoying people. We don't want anyone like that. You apply to come on in. You'll watch an 8-minute video. If you answer the questions and you are appropriate for us, we'll let you in. And then you have a few minutes to choose your membership. If you choose a membership, you can choose standard membership, which is $2.99, or the pro plan, which gives you all my trades 24/7, direct access to me, 2-stage events a day, special guests. We've got newsletter stuff. You've got training course stuff, all kinds of perks and benefits. That's $4.99 if you use a browser. If you buy it on your app, it's slightly more because you're giving Apple a commission. Don't do that. Do it on a browser. Do you want the link? Here is the link to Discord. We only admit a few people a day, and I mean a few, literally 3. So if you want that, I'll pin this to the top. Have I already pinned it? I can't remember if I have or not. Let's have a little look. No, I haven't, have I? Let me pin this to the top of the chat. If you want this, you can become a member right now. Talking of which, here's Mr. William Bond in the chat right now. This gentleman is our admin on Discord, but also he's the one that brought me the tax harvesting news on crypto. I had no knowledge of it, and then William told me about it. I checked it. I also spoke to my accountant over the weekend, and now I'm applying it a lot. So thank you, William, for that information. That's the power of the Discord community. We're always learning from each other. I actually learn more from you guys than you do from me. Honestly, we learn from each other. So if you want Discord, there it is. Now, if you want Electrum, it's a YouTube perk where you get all our YouTube benefits. YouTube's live streams, YouTube videos, exclusive CEO interviews. We have analysis shows where I'll do a free stock analysis for you and make a video out of it. All of that great stuff. You can have all of that as well. And that includes all my trades. That's YouTube Electrum membership. There is the membership right there. Okay? There you go. If you want my X and Instagram, that's there. If you want free shares from Robinhood USA, free shares from Robinhood UK, there's that. There's one final thing you might like. I know the CEO personally of Alpha Spread. There it is. It's only a couple of bucks, about $4 a month, which basically makes my membership for free. We have a discount. So good. My membership is virtually for free, and you can get all the balance sheets and all the inside trading information that I have, the inside trades. You can see who's buying on the inside, side, you can see what the profit and loss is. It's really, really simple, very, very cost effective because of the deal we get to you. There is Alpha Spread. If you want the big daddy, the Seeking Alpha, which can cost thousands of dollars for the serious pro stuff, there is Seeking Alpha. That gives you a free trial. Without my referral, you don't get it. And I'm not sponsored by anyone, by the way. I'm not sponsored by them. You'll get a free trial and a discount. So if you want Seeking Alpha, this is the place. You've come to the right place because you can now get those benefits. Right. Okay. We have now got a little bit of time before the bell goes. Let me, hang on a minute. What's going on in here? Oh, I don't think I've... What the heck? Hang on a minute. My button's broken. Hang on. What's going on here? What's going on here? Okay.
People.
Oh.
The big stuff.
Lasagna?
Lasagna.
As in lasagna?
60% of cats are overweight. Feed them Iams Healthy Weight.
Variety of lobster dishes, like new Lobster Fest Duo, new Lobster Fest Boil, and create your...
Let's try that again.
CIDP
There we go.
worsens, my friends
Fixed.
might decide it's too much for
Fixed.
them to handle.
There we go. Bloody hell. Cables were broken and batteries were flat. Anyway, we're all fixed now. So there we go. Sorry about that chaos. So yeah, we're going to go over to the market open in a minute. We're going to ring the bell. Oh, bloody hell. Went bright red then, didn't I? I was climbing under the bloody desk and all sorts. Anyway, let me reset my light because my face has gone bright red. Reset me hues. There you go. I look like a human again now. All right. I turned bloody red there. Right. So let's get ready. We got the bell to go. Now be careful. I do have some information coming in just a few moments ago. Iran have denied that this is actually is happening. They say there isn't a deal on the table. Trump's just made it up essentially. We might be getting more of that as we go. Let's go. Let's now go to comments and questions. So are we in members only mode? Let's have a look. No, I've got really good foot switches. The cable came out. That's all it was. I've got real solid boss, proper musicians foot switches. Yeah, these are the real deal, folks. What I've got down here, like really good solid steel ones. Anyway, let me go to members only. Whew. Okay. I got all stressed out then, didn't I? Anyway, let's go to members only and ask all comments, all members questions. So if you've done a question or a comment and I've missed it, please repeat it and I'll do it now. All right. So all comments, questions. Thank you, Sirac, for subscribing. If anyone becomes a member on Discord today, I will onboard you. There will be a Discord event after the live show. Let's have a look. Let me refresh the screen. We have. Yes, we have. We have some people that have just joined Discord. Have I got time to onboard you? So please just bear with me. Let's see who I've got here. Okay. I've got three people. So here we go. I'm going to do your interview process for you now, but just before the bell goes. All right, so just please bear with me. I'm going to interview 3 people here. Just take a couple of seconds. If you get your application, please watch the 8-minute video. And then if you pass the interview, you'll be admitted into our server. Okay. But you only have 2 minutes after you get this interview process to choose your membership. If you don't choose your membership, then you won't be accepted. You'll be kicked from the server. Okay. So you have to choose your membership. All right. Next one. I've done the first one. There's 3. There's 3 to do. So please bear with me. We've got time, haven't we? We've got 5 minutes before the bell goes. Yeah. Okay, this is number 2. If anyone does this now, you got opportunity to process your account. There is Discord in the chat. It's also pinned to the top. Now, once you get selected and you do choose your membership, then what you have to do, well, you don't have to do it, but I'd recommend you do. Send me a friend request. If you don't send me a friend request, you don't know if you could have somebody message you, pretend to be me, right? That's part of the video process anyway. So make sure that you understand that. Okay, that's 2 done. And here is the last one. Have I got time? Yep, still got time. This is the last one. And when you've selected, send me a friend request. I'll accept. I only accept members, so don't do it before you've become a member. I only accept members once you've done the interview and you've done all the things you're supposed to do. Okay. Right. Just a couple of seconds for the last one. We're waiting to go to the Wall Street. We're going to ring the bell. Now, this today was one of those examples when I always say to you, I'm always in the market. This is exactly why I'm always in the market. I'll deal with that later. Okay, I've got someone sending me a question. I think that's all the members. Everyone that wanted to be in has been in. So now if you've done that, I would suggest you just spend the next 8 minutes, just watch the video. You can watch it at the same time as this one. It asks you a couple of questions. You can choose your, you can answer the questions and then I'll admit you in and you'll be ready to go. All right, so there you go. Okay, we've got 3 minutes to go. Let's go now to comments and questions from where I went members only, which was, where was it? There we go. So, new states, they are talking with Turkey. Who is talking with the US, says Lance Strength. I sent you a message on Discord. Joel Garcia. Yeah, but Joel, I won't know who you are on Discord, will I? I've got no idea, Joel Garcia, who you are on Discord. You probably got a different name, remember? I just had a message 5 minutes ago from someone called Chalanius. Is that you? I don't know, remember? People have different names and they think I know who they are. I can't possibly know. Tidy Big Dog. Hell yeah, musician's gear is tough. Yes, I've got a Boss solid steel pedal down here. Big banker pedals. Studio gear. Yeah. Do you think the markets could run a bit more today? Yes. I could have a 20 grand day today. However, we need more information about this. Iran are denying it. Anyway, hello, Martin. 8 minutes ago, your voice is a bit tired. Yes, I've been up all night. That's why. 3 minutes ago. So by April, Bitcoin will rocket. I couldn't say that. Martin, your studio is amazing. Thank you so much indeed. Have a look around. There you go. Joel sent you a message. Yeah, but I don't know who Joel is. I've got different names coming in on Discord. Yeah, I love the setup. Thank you so much indeed. Good morning. We've got 2 minutes to go. Yes, Sky News said Iran have had no talks with Trump. Exactly, that's right. Share and share alike, says Tidy. Also worry about oil and the feed. The whole industry have been connected. Share with close friends and family, said Zion. Morning, Martin. Hope you're having some awesome day. XRP is all over the place right now. It is, but I'm up on it now because I've done all my tax loss positions and now I'm up on it. Always winning, always, yeah. Yep, it's easy to make money. The hard part's to keep it. Good morning, afternoon. Stephen Lewandowski is here. RB is here. Hello, Stephen. Scottish Pete is here. Good morning. Ha ha. Yeah, that's me. Aha. Okay. Well, I how would I know, Joel, that you are called Chelanius Maximus? I mean, how would I know? So anyway, you're asking me. Have I got time to answer it? Martin, my subscription expires tomorrow. I want to upgrade to Pro. Will I get kicked out or how long do I need to wait? Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The moment you cancel your membership, you can do it right now. Cancel your membership right now. I'll be notified. I will unfriend you, but don't worry. It's just a process to make sure we do it properly. I will unfriend you and you'll be kicked from the server. Then the link that you have to join, which is on the screen, you'll come back in again. You'll then join as a pro member. You'll watch the video, you'll answer the question, you'll send me a friend request when you've chosen your pro membership, and you'll be back in again in 5 minutes. So you could literally do it now and you're all good. All right? So there we go. Here we go. About to ring the bell.
$1 trillion in this year's budget for the military, and President Trump, even before the conflict started, had said that he would like to further build out the military.
So just is raising taxes under consideration?
15 seconds to go.
You're saying you have plenty of money.
Not at all.
That was the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, yesterday on NBC's Meet the Press.
4,
of course, ruling out
3,
tax hikes,
2,
in terms
1.
of at least
Let's
the cost
go.
of the war in Iran, which is mounting and is not insignificant, and then puts in stark relief some of the battles over funding for other priorities.
The bell has gone. Let's see where we end up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So all our crypto is now up. XRP up. We got Ethereum is up. Bitcoin's up. I'm not in Doge. My S&P is hardly down at all. Coca-Cola is these are all my overall positions. All now corrected, all improved with tax lots. Let's go through and tax harvesting. Let's go through our positions. Here we go. So, overall portfolio is up, but pulling back. That's why I said don't chase into this. We'll start buying more on the way down. The S&P, yes, it's up. It's great, fantastic. But if it pulls back, I'll start buying more. I don't need to buy any more single stocks. Virgin Galactic it's up 0.41. Palantir is up 2.75. Gold is coming back up again. That's interesting. It's sold off because of bonds being up, but now bonds might go down again. Gold's going up again. That's crazy, isn't it? I still wouldn't buy it. Amazon up. I own some Amazon now through my VUG and of course the S&P 500. So I like that being up now. Apple, I like that being up. That's in my VUG and that's in my VU as well. Very good indeed. Enphase Energy. My best trade of the year, I'm going to $100 from 24. We've told you energy is the way to go, and there it is. Coca-Cola, we're up today. It's up 0.35, $75. We've got a massive position on it now. It's all free money because we made 40 grand on the first trade, so we're very happy with this. It's going back to $87.97 next year. So I'm very happy to own Coca-Cola, especially in the world we live in right now. J&J, defensive, that's also up today, 0.73. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Let me just go and check my members, make sure. Oh, we got another person just wanting to join. I'll come back to you in a moment. Please bear with me a second. I'll come back to Discordians who are trying to join me on Discord in a moment. Chevron Oil is down. Chevron Oil is down. That's good. We like that. Tesla going up. I own Tesla now through VUG and VU. I like it. McDonald's up, defensive. We like that too. Google is up, fantastic. We own the stock. We've got an exposure of about 80 grand to it now, but we've got it through VUG and VU. Happy with that. That's going back up, and now we're basically on paper losing money, but in the real world, we're making money. That's exactly what you want. Microsoft is up. We own a big chunk of that now through VUG and Google and VU. Meta Platforms. This is going to $800. Not a bad time to get it, right? I own that as well. Nvidia. I've got a single position. I'm liking it. That's up today, and I've got a heavy position in VUG. It's the #1 position in VUG, and that's moving up. I like it. Walmart, an AI play now. Tilray Brands, no value whatsoever. Robinhood, up 0.65. We sold at 84. It's not worth buying now. Vertical Aerospace. Our analyst covers it every day. Vaz in the analyst room. Vertical Aerospace up 1.39. Joby Aviation up 0.18. Arch Aviation up 0.26. Bitcoin. We've got some Bitcoin now. Only a little bit, just for giggles. And we are up on it. Very nice. I bought it around about the 67, 68. I'm happy. XRP. We've got this now around about the 136. We're 142 now. We're up and we're running. Nice, up 2.62. And finally, Ethereum. We've got 8 Ethereum and we're up on it. Lovely, lovely stuff. So there we go. There's our positions of the day. We'll come back to comments and questions in a second. I've got, I believe, somebody else trying to join Discord. Let me have a quick look. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Just allow me to interview this person. I send them the information. Oh, we got a star guest. Here we go. Star guest on the show.
At Tidy Big Dog tipped £4.99 through Super Chat. Hello, man waving emoji. Everyone don't be despondent. Yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery.
Very good, Tidy Big Dog. Very, very good. I like it. Very, very good. Very nice indeed. All right. So let me just send this person their interview. Okay. If you want Discord, there's the link in the chat. It's also pinned to the top. It's 90% discount. I'm giving you a fantastic way to get this one-on-one support. I don't know any Discord server in the world for $2.99 entry level, the pro level with everything, the one-on-one support, the 2 trade events, the 2 stage events a day, my 24-hour trades. Message me 24 hours a day. And that's me personally. No AI, no bots, just me. I don't know anyone who would do that. For a few bucks. I don't know anyone who would do that. All right. But I do because I make money from trading and I want to help as many people as possible. All right. So let me come back to there. And once you've watched the video, you'll have just a few minutes to you only have a few minutes to select your membership. Otherwise, you'll be kicked from the server. Now we're going down. Now, this is great. This is great. What we want now is we don't need to buy any more crypto. Why? Because our exposure is there. We've got, if we look at our allocation, 4.5% in XRP. Another 3, that's 7.5%, nearly 8% now, and then a bit of Bitcoin. That makes it about 8 and a bit % of my portfolio. There you go. Yeah, about 8% of my portfolio is in crypto. That's overweight. That's great. That's fantastic. We can easily make money on that now, and it's running. So we bought the bottom now, maybe, potentially. We don't need to sell it. We're up on it. When we do sell it, we can sell it tax-free because we've banked all those losses. What a great situation that is. Just let it ride now. Let it ride. We don't even care. We can use lots and trim if we want to pay down margin, but I'd rather earn the money and do it that way. The S&P 500, well, we are down on it, our overall position, so we could buy a bit more if we wanted to today. Coca-Cola is being sold. Why? Because tech is going up. Well, where do you want to be? Any more tech or defensive? Well, if you think about it, the S&P 500 is very tech weighted, and that's 25% of my portfolio. If I then go to VUG, That is extremely tech weighted. That's 25%. So 50% of my portfolio just on those two ETFs is predominantly focusing on tech and focusing on Google, Nvidia. All right. And we've also got Google, Nvidia in their own rights to give it extra push. We've got 11% on Nvidia and we've got Google giving us another 7%. So do we need any more Google, Nvidia? Of course we don't. So what we can do now, we've got two options. We can buy the best deal. So what we can look at, we can go to Coca-Cola because that's selling off because tech's running. We could do that, or we could just now buy single assets and the S&P. If I buy the S&P, I'm buying the tech and Coca-Cola and Pepsi and J&J and everybody else there in between, all right? So I am inclined to do that because I've actually got now $129,000 in Coca-Cola. I don't really need any more until I can start paying off my margin. It's enough. It's 23% of my portfolio. It's very protected. The thing to probably buy now is a good dip on VU. Now, you might go, well, why don't you buy some more Nvidia or Google? Well, I can't, can I, for 30 days? If I do, I will smash my wash sale rule and all my tax losses will get wiped out. So we don't want to do that, right? So we're going to leave Nvidia and Google alone. If we want Nvidia and Google, we buy VUG or we buy QQQ. But I don't want that. I prefer VUG. Or we buy the S&P 500. So if I want more of everything and the S&P is down a bit, that's what I want to do. Now, because we now want to go and start paying off margin, and we do expect to see bigger dips coming in the year, we don't want to buy really now. No point on VUG. We're up. No point Nvidia. We can't. Google, we can't, and we're so close to break even anyway. SGov, we don't want treasury bills because we don't want to be paying 4% on margin to earn 4%. That seems a bit daft. So we don't want to do that, do we? What we want to do is leave it in uninvested cash and start reducing our margin and saving money that way. We'll earn just as much. We're saving 4 to earn 4. That way we save 4 to buy if there's a dip. And when we see VU go down significantly, we've got the cash to buy it. And month after month after month after month of earning money and just reducing the cash, when the time comes, when S&P drops, I can buy it. Until then, I don't have to buy anything at all. All right. So there we go. It could be a bit boring for a while right now, but that's okay. So buying power is 18,000, but that's all, of course, margin. That's not my cash. So we're just sitting there now waiting for the next move. Right then. Let me go through and see if anyone has passed the application. I've sent it to everybody. Nobody has passed the application yet. Did I answer your question okay on the live show? Right. Okay. I think that's that. I don't see anyone yet has gone through the interview process, so we'll leave all that alone. Right, we're all good. So back to Q&A. Back to Q&A. Let's have a little look. Where did we get to? Where did we get to? So nice one, Tidy. Where you have big moves, said Liz. Does we have different brokers in Europe? Yes, we do. Do you think that Tilray valuation will change soon after its recent buyout? No. Brewdog. No, I mean, it doesn't do anything until we get reclassification and it adapts its business policies. So I don't see any rush to that. Stanislav is one of our sponsor members. You're back again as a sponsor. Thank you. This guy sponsors our channel. It's one of our second highest memberships you can have. He does it just to support the channel. And I said, can I do anything to promote your business? He says, no, I just love what you're doing and I want to support you. Absolutely incredible. I'm so thankful to Stanislav Mandrik. It's absolutely wonderful. We talk on X as well. And yes, it's really, really kind. Thank you so much for your support. Hi, UK investor. I missed my 11K. What's that? What did you miss? Coca-Cola is VUG better than it's not better, it's different. Okay, VUG for me was better than QQQ. I chose it over QQQ. Very similar thing, but I preferred it. I preferred the structure of it, the allocation of it, the cost basis of it, the management fee of it, and its forward PE, the whole thing. For me, VUG was better. All right, let's go. Trading 212, Robinhood, eToro, all okay, says Tidy Big Dog. What about some EVTOL? No, I won't be buying any EVTOL at the moment. That would not suit my portfolio. Didn't you want to get to 1,000 per month? Yes, I would like to get 1,000 a month, but I'll do that by earning more money and buying over time. Big Nose, I use 212. Hi, Martin. We use VALI in South Africa. We cannot use margin and tax lots. We use VALR in South Africa. Mr. T. Craig, hell, welcome to the show, South Africa. Lovely country. What part of South Africa are you from? I've got friends in Johannesburg. How are you today? What's up, Discordians? Widgets here. Green Day. Yes, indeed. VUG and QQQ are both popular US large cap growths, but they differ in structure, holdings, and cost. That's right. That's right. Why does Martin prefer VUG to QQQ? I can't tell you the calculation now. I mean, I was up all night doing the maths on it, and it made sense. I wanted more exposure to Google and Nvidia primarily. I also wanted the best cost basis. I also wanted the best management fund, and I also wanted looked at the history and how it compared to the S&P 500 and back tested it. So it was touch and go. It was close. I could have gone with the Qs, but I decided for VUG. It was better for me, slightly. Martin, any thoughts on the Clarity Act? What does my boy Sensei say about it passing in April? I don't think it will. I think it's going to be delayed, but it will pass. It will pass, so I'm very happy to own crypto. But we'll just have to wait and see, right? But there's no news on it at the moment. Both are solid long-term growth choices, but VUG offers better value due to its low cost and diversification. Yeah, overall, it was a better deal for me. I mean, if I'm honest with you, if I could have bought back Google and Nvidia, I would have done. But the wash sale rule prevented me. But in 30 days, if Google is still down and I've made some money from VUG, which is unlikely because if VUG is up, so will Google and whatever. But in 30 days' time, if I feel the value is right, I can sell my VUG and I can buy back Google and Nvidia. We shall see. But I've also got exposure to the other assets like Meta and Microsoft and so on and so forth. QQQ3X need big balls. Good luck. Who's big doggo? Says Widget. Tidy. Okay, thanks, Xeon. Trump is talking. Is he? Oh yeah. Hang on. Trump is talking. Yeah, yes. Yeah, we got Trump. Here he's going live now. Go.
Watch Bloomberg Tech.
Here we go. We just got it here. Let's have a look. Stand by. I'm just trying to bring it on the screen.
We want to see peace in the Middle East. We want the nuclear dust. We're going to want that. And I think we're going to get that. We've agreed to that. Yeah, we've agreed to that.
You want the enriched uranium before you can end this war.
And we want no enrichment, but we also want the enriched uranium. If this happens, it's a great start for Iran to build itself back, and it's everything that we want. and it's also great for Israel, and it's great for the other Middle Eastern countries, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, all of them, Kuwait and Bahrain in particular. So it's great for all of them.
If the war is ending, do you still need $200 billion?
It's always nice to have. It's always nice to have. It's a very inflamed world, and the Democrats inflame it. You know, largely the Democrats inflame it. Let me just talk about the others. So ICE has done very well. I've requested. Now, you know, I'm a big believer that they should be able to wear masks when they go and hunt down, you know, murderous criminals and others. But for purposes of the airport, I've requested that they take off the mask. I don't like it for the airport, and I believe they are willing to do that.
Mr. President, ICE wear masks not at the airport, but they need to do it when they're out in the country.
The people coming into the airport, typically speaking, aren't murderers, killers, drug dealers, etc. There may be a few of them, but there are many. They're people that want to come into the country, or that people want to leave the country, go into maybe their home country. So I didn't think it was an appropriate look for an airport. I think it's a very appropriate look when they're out on the street trying to find one of the 11,888 murderers that Sleepy Joe Biden led into our country.
Elon Musk, sir.
Last year you gave a $10,000 bonus. Sorry. Last year you gave a $10,000 bonus to Tuesday workers who kept showing up to work during the shutdown. Will you do that again?
Well, it could happen. It's amazing. There are people that are really, really loyal and great, and it's not easy for them. And this is all caused by the Democrats. Just so you know, all this money was approved. Everything was approved. This is done. The Democrats went in, and they want to have radical left lunatics come into our country. They want to have drug dealers. They want to have murderers come into our country. They want to have open borders, and we're not letting it happen. That's what this is all about. They don't want voter ID. They don't want proof of citizenship. They don't want mail-in ballots. They're so corrupt. What they want, the only thing they want is mail-in ballots. So we also added, as you know, into the Save America Act. And it's called Save America. It's not the Save Act. But we added no transgender mutilization of our children and no men in women's sports.
Elon Musk, sir, if these talks go well and you reach
I don't think he's going to be a newsmax.
If these talks go well and you reach a ceasefire agreement with Iran, do you believe Israel would abide by that agreement?
I think Israel will be very happy with what we have. We just spoke to Israel a little while ago. I think they'll be very happy. This will be peace for Israel, long-term peace, guaranteed peace. If this happens, and you know I can't guarantee it, but I think it's going to. My life is a deal. That's all I do is deals my whole life. I think this is something that's going to happen. And why wouldn't it happen? So tomorrow morning sometime, their time, we were expected to blow up their largest electric generating plants that cost over $10 billion to build. It's a very good one. There was no dearth of money. And one shot, it's gone. It collapses. Why would they want that? So they called. I didn't call. They called. They want to make a deal. And we are very willing to make a deal. It's got to be a good deal. And it's got to be no more wars, no more nuclear weapons. They're not going to have nuclear weapons anymore. They're agreeing to that. Any of that stuff, there's no deal.
Have they offered to reopen the
You said you want to get the enriched uranium. How are you going to get the enriched uranium? Are you going to
It's very easy. If we have a deal with them, we're going down and we'll take it ourselves.
Can I ask you, the Treasury lifted sanctions on Iranian oil that was out to sea. You criticized President Obama for giving Iran $1.7 billion.
Well, I just want to have as much oil in the system as possible. And we don't even know if Iran gets that money. Frankly, I think it's very hard for them to get it. But you have ships that are out there that are loaded up with oil. Rather than keep it there, I would rather see it go to the system. Any small amount of money that Iran gets is not going to have any difference in this war. But I want to have the system be lubricated.
Even $14 billion, you don't think helps them?
Where's the $14 billion?
Because the inflated price, they get $14 billion from the...
I don't think they're getting the money. I could tell you, when this is all over, I will tell you who's getting the money.
Mr. President, the Marines from California, given that it'll take them weeks to arrive, is the intention that police take part?
What are you talking about?
Well, it's been reported that there are Marines that left California, left San Diego last week, at the end of the week. Why are they headed there now?
Well, let me ask you this. If you were in my position and I asked you that question, do you really believe I'd give you an answer? It's a crazy question.
Mr. President,
we don't talk about strategy. Yeah?
Another young woman was killed by an illegal immigrant that was let in under the Biden administration.
Let in by Biden.
Give a message for her family.
It's devastating. These people were let in by Biden. We're getting them out. We're getting them out fast. That's why ICE is so important. They're doing such a good job. This animal, I saw the whole thing last night. They gave me a briefing. Came in through Joe Biden with his open door policy and his border czar, Kamala, who never saw the border. Never made one phone call. All the ICE people, you see, they all know me. Everyone knows me. They like me. I speak to them all the time. Didn't make one phone call during 4 years. She was the border czar to anybody on the border. Never went there. This person came in through the open door policy of Joe Biden, and we have others. We're taking them out by the tens of thousands. We're doing a great job, but it's a shame. They've hurt our country. Just remember this. Joe Biden and that gang of radical left lunatics, some very smart, but radical left and bad ideology, sick people. These people have hurt our country very badly.
Are we directly talking with Iran?
How is that different from what Russia has been doing in Ukraine by hitting Ukrainian power?
Well, I think it's a lot different. And if you look at the nuclear weapons that they wanted to have, that they wanted to possess, a lot of things are different. I'm not a fan of what Russia's doing either, just so you understand. All right? But it's a lot different. You're talking about a country that has been evil.
Live trade. If you catch this, you share on Discord,
horrible.
you win
death all over the world.
Coins.
Not just us. Look at the way they attacked unexpectedly all of those countries surrounding them. It was not supposed to be. Nobody was even thinking about it.
Purchase for $74.73, 9,340.
And if they had a nuclear weapon, they would have been able to
If you
do
caught
it.
that, you can share that on Discord and earn 100 Luca coins.
Look, I'm not a fan of the guy. If you look at, and you never cover this, if you look at his truths or whatever he went on, if it's X or truth, if you look at his truths or his statements, he was all for everything. All of a sudden, he wasn't. He was a man that I met at Dover. He came and his wife was killed. He remarried fairly quickly. His wife was killed, and I felt badly for him. He ran for Congress, he lost. He ran for Congress again, and he lost. I said, you know, he's a guy, nice guy, seemed like a very nice guy. I met him. He was pretty heartbroken, pretty. But I said, you know, it's a shame. He ran for Congress twice. Call him up, give him a job in the White House. Smart. They gave him a job in the White House, and this is what he does to me, you know? Being a nice guy doesn't pay off too much.
Mr. President.
Think of it. He loses twice in Congress, ran not very good campaigns, should have won, but he loses twice. How do I get him? I have my people call him, because I didn't deal with him for the most part. I saw him a couple of times, but I never dealt with him at all. I had no idea his ideology was left or right, whatever it is. I can say this. He said very strongly that Iran is not a threat. Iran's been a threat for 47 years, and there's not a country in the world that doesn't agree with me on that. So I take this guy, Joe Kent, who lost twice for Congress, pretty badly and tough, and was devastated, and I know that he lost his wife. So instead of letting him live out his life, I brilliantly have my people call him and offer him a job in security, essentially, in the White House. And what does he do? He goes out and he says that Iran is not a threat to get publicity. Now, he probably signed up with CNN or maybe signed up with your division of Newsmax. I don't know, but probably signed up with CNN or somebody. But if you look at his tweets, X's or truths, whatever he uses, I don't know because I don't follow him. What he said is 100% he agrees with me. All of a sudden he leaves. I never knew he had a problem. Now, I hear they're looking at him for leaking. That's possible. But just so you understand, just to put it to rest, He lost twice badly. He also lost his wife. He's remarried since. He lost his wife. I felt badly for him. So I told my people, reach out to him, give him a job at the White House. This is the thanks I get. Any other questions?
Overall crime in
He said
Memphis,
Iran was not an imminent threat, that's what the intelligence showed.
I think it was an imminent threat. I think that Iran, if we didn't bomb them with the B-2 bombers, now that set them back, but if we didn't hit them with the B-2 bombers, they would have had a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks to a month. And if they had a nuclear weapon, they would have used it as soon as they got it.
If you obliterated their nuclear sites last summer with your strikes, then how can you argue it was an imminent threat now?
Oh, we hit them so hard, we obliterated them. But that doesn't mean with the right equipment, you can't dig down and go get it. We don't want that, and we won't have that. But we obliterated that site. They still haven't been able to get it. That was a complete success. But if it wasn't, they would have had, if we didn't hit them, if we didn't use the B-2 bombers, which are unbelievable. We just ordered 22 more of them, modern version, by the way, super modern version. If we didn't hit them with the B-2 bombers, they would have had, within 2 weeks of that attack, that's why we hit them, because we knew they would have had a nuclear weapon. They would have used it on Israel and the entire Middle East.
Overall crime in Memphis is down 43% since you began this task force. Is this a template you think is working?
Well, what I'm doing today, really, this was a little bit before, set up a couple of weeks ago. This was before we had this situation with Iran take place last night. And by the way, they're just not communicating. When they say, I'm sure they don't mean that. When somebody says, oh, I didn't know you were talking. We were talking last night, and I'm sure they have a lack of communication, which is appropriate considering we blew up, in addition to their Navy, Air Force, every division, their radar. We also blew up all of their anti-aircraft and communications. So they have no telecommunications. So there is a lack of, I would imagine, a lack of coordination.
If you're worried about the miscommunication.
Well, we think all we can do is think, look, we have numerous leader groups. They've all been killed. Very dangerous position. Khomeini was killed. Khomeini's son is unavailable. Nobody knows what happened to him. I can say they haven't seen him there either. Something is going on with him. But regardless, I don't consider him really the leader. But they do have some leaders left because we blew up group number 1, group number 2, a lot of group number 3. But we think we have people that are very representative of the country and will do a good job in representing.
Elon Musk has offered to pay TSA workers during this DHS shutdown. Is this something that you've been speaking to him about?
Yeah, I'd love it. I think it's great. Let him do that. And I want to thank ICE because they stepped in so strongly. They'll do great. And if that's not enough, I'll bring in the National Guard. We're not going to have the Democrats destroy our country. These people are the most destructive, sick people, the Democrats. They want, and they're fighting for this. They're fighting for men and women's sports. They're fighting for transgender for everybody. Everybody go out, get your kid a nice operation, and change the sex of your kid. They're fighting for, think of it. They don't want you to do voter ID. You walk into a booth. In California, if a person who's doing voting, an official, asks you for identification, they're subject to being arrested. What's wrong with this country? So we're fighting it hard. And I think they should, because the Democrats are being blamed for the shutdown, and it's their fault, and they're getting killed. That's why when I announced yesterday about ICE, the Democrats called. We want to settle. We want to settle. And I told the people, don't settle. Don't settle. Because we have something bigger. Only settle if you get the Save America Act, voter ID, and so important, proof of citizenship, etc. Thank you very much.
Whose idea was that to put ICE in the airport?
We're dealing really...
Whose idea was it?
Mine. That was mine.
And can I ask you,
that was like the paperclip. You know the story of the paperclip? 182 years ago, a man discovered the paperclip. It was so simple. And everybody that looked at it say, why didn't I think of that? ICE was my idea. First person I called was Tom Homan. I said, what do you think? He said, I think it's great. Then I saw today there was some masks on. I didn't think the masks were appropriate. I put out a statement, and I asked them, would it be possible to take off the mask? Because they should wear a mask when they're dealing with the murderers and the thugs let into our country.
You said there's many points of agreement with Iran right now.
Many.
What can you give us a few
Many,
of those?
like 15 points. 15 points.
Iran has said yes.
Well, they're not going to have a nuclear weapon. That's number one. That's number 1, 2, and 3. They will never have a nuclear weapon.
They said yes to that?
They've agreed to that.
Will we see arrests or illegal migrant arrests at airports, sir?
Arrests?
Will we see ICE arresting illegal migrants at airports?
Yeah, that's why the Democrats are going crazy, because they've allowed, by what they did, and hold up, we've put ICE, who are a very high level, I mean, they really are a high level group of people, and they love it because they're able to now arrest illegals as they come into the country. That's very fertile territory, but that's not why they're there. They're really there to help.
Are we talking to Iran directly? To no enrichment whatsoever, even for medical purposes, civilian purposes?
They have. Thank you.
And what about the Strait of Hormuz? Who's going to be in control of that?
That'll be opened very soon if this works.
How soon? And who's in control of it? Will Iran still be able to control the flow of oil?
Be jointly controlled.
By who?
Maybe me. Maybe me.
You want the United States to be
Me and the Ayatollah, whoever the Ayatollah is, whoever the next Ayatollah. Look.
How about me? I want to run it.
A very serious form of a regime change. Now,
who's going to be in charge of it? Me.
Everybody's been killed from the regime. They're really starting off. There's automatically a regime change. But we're dealing with some people that I find to be very reasonable, very solid. The people within know who they are. They're very respected. And maybe one of them will be exactly what we're looking for. Look at Venezuela, how well that's working out. We are doing so well in Venezuela with oil and with the relationship between the president-elect and us. And maybe we find somebody like that.
I'm running it. Diesel Raider. I'm running it. I am in bloody charge.
The price of oil will drop like a rock as soon as a deal is done. I guess it already is today. No, we have a very serious chance of making a deal. That doesn't guarantee anything. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm not going to come out here in a week or 2 weeks and have you all say, oh, you said. I didn't say anything. All I'm saying is we are in the throes of a real possibility of making a deal. And I think if I were a betting man, I'd bet for it. But again, I'm not guaranteeing anything. They want to make a deal very badly. Thank you.
What changes would you like to see in DHS under Mark Wayne Mullen?
Well, he's going to be fantastic. He'll make his own change. He's already given me a list of people he wants to bring. He's a fantastic guy. I think he's just the right guy. You all know him. He's a very open, smart guy, very successful actually in business.
I wonder how long he can stand there and chat.
He's a friend of mine.
Well, everyone just stands and waits. A week? Just camp out. Just camp out.
Terrible. They made a mistake. It's a dangerous business. That's terrible. Thank you.
All right, that was President Trump on the tarmac in Washington, D.C. He's about to board Air Force One with a lot of commentary on what's going on with Iran and other topics. He says that.
Thank you for letting me know that Trump was talking. I appreciate that very much indeed. That was awesome. I'm not really sure I understood the answer about the you said that you took out all their nuclear capability, and he said, well, they would have had it. I don't know what that means. I didn't understand that, to be honest. So there's a lot of up and down. There's lots of uncertainties with it all, but it is what it is, right? I mean, at the end of the day, as investors, we're just trying here to make some money. All right, that's it. Okay, Martyn, we elect you to run it. Right, who wants me to run the Strait of Hormuz? If you want me to run the Strait of Hormuz, it's going to cost you a 99-cent super chat, everybody. And then if I get, how many people are watching? How many people are watching? I've got 457 people watching. If everyone gives me a 99-cent super chat, I'm ringing up Donald Trump. I tell you what I'll do. If I get every single person give me a 99-cent super chat, I will text my press room White House contact and say, my members want me to run the Straits of Hormuz. I'll send that text to my friend at the White House. I'm not joking. I'll do it. All right. Okay. Fantastic. Right. Seriously, guys. What should we do now? I'm tired. I've been up all night, trading, preparing for this, making money, studying all the news, making sure at 4 o'clock in the morning my money would be in Bank of America. Literally, I was checking every 10 minutes. What time will it appear? So I wanted to know. So I was up all night. Literally, I was up all night. Here we go. There we go. Number 1. All right. If everyone does it, I will text my friend at the White House. Oh, God, look at this. Martyn and the Dire Straits run the straight.
A Defense 89 tipped $2 Canadian through Super Chat.
I love it.
Count me in, ha ha ha.
Count me in. There we go. Defense. Martyn is in charge of the Strait of... And I will change it. It won't be Hormuz. It'll be Hummus. The Strait of Hummus. I don't care. I don't care. I'll call it what I like. It's my bloody river. It's my bloody bit of sea. My bit of water. Straits of Hummus. Hummus.
Diesel_Ada tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. Martyn and the Dire Straits run the straight.
The Dire Straits. Do you want some Dire Straits? Do you want a little bit of Dire Straits? Do you want a little bit of Dire Straits? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. What have I got? Here we go. Here's a little bit. Oh my gosh, everyone's doing it now. I can't believe it.
At Frankenmuff tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. At 4,541, Brian tipped £1 through Super Chat.
Walk of Life. Dire Straits. You wanted Dire Straits. You got Dire Straits. You asked for it. I mean, I'm just saying. All right, there you go.
At Campbell and Silrat, 268 tipped $1 through Super Chat.
Oh, God. Oh, my God, everyone's doing it. Should we get the whiskey out? It's not Whiskey Wednesday, is it? It's Monday. It's just a Monday. I can't believe it. So, Vaz, do you want to go live, mate? It's 400 people here. I'm going to take a break. I'm tired. I've been up all night. Intermission. What should we do? Take a break? What, a bit of music? Should we do a bit of music? Shall we go to the piano and just play some songs? I mean, everybody what do you want? What do you want? Encore. What do you want? We want more. What do you want? I mean, you tell me what you want. I'll tell you what. You think about it for 5 minutes.
Ederic 3 tipped $1 through Super Chat.
You think about it for 5 minutes, all right? In the meantime, I'll play you this. Ready? Well, what's this one? Oh, yeah, ready? Here we... Oh, yeah. You want this? 10, 9, 8, 7... Oh, what's all that about? What's all that about? Is the show going to start again? 10, 9... What was all that about?
At Scottish Pete 71 tipped £1 and 1 penny through Super Chat.
It's quite good, that, isn't it? You don't know what I got in store. Should we go a bit further down? Should we count it further down? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Run out. Too late. What should we do? I've never had so many people in the chat like when I want to go. I mean, there's 400 people. There's no one get anywhere to go. Has no one getting vertical news and warm up for the earnings tomorrow? Vertical news. Vaz, are you ready to go? Do you want to do something? No, it's too early for you. You're at work, aren't you? You're at work. XRP song. You want the XRP song? This is ridiculous. I've never had it like this before. Well, I just don't care. Where's my XRP song? Oh, it's over here.
Chat.
Here it is. Ready? XRP, always believe in your flow. By the way, did you know, how many of you knew for $2, is it $2? $2.99, you can buy the XRP video, the XRP single, the song, the XRP wallpaper and images, and unlock the backstage pass to the secret channel on Discord. How many of you knew that? Did you not know that? Let me give you the link for it. You've got to do it on a browser. You can't do it on your phone. Where is it? William, where is it? Where's the server shop? Is it server shop? Oh yeah, products. There it is. Edit product. How do I get to that? Yeah, there it is. If you go into Discord on a browser, you've got to be on a browser, go to server shop, right up here, server shop, go over then to products, and there is, for $2.99, you get the XRP video, the XRP song, the XRP ringtone, the XRP wallpaper and video image thing, and it unlocks a secret role for backstage pass on the server. How many of you knew that? If you knew about that, say yeah. If it's like I didn't know about that, say I didn't know about that. This is the first time. Why is this the first time I'm hearing about it? So say that in the chat now. Yes, right? Yes, I knew about it. Or no, how come I'm just hearing about it now? All right. So there you go. You get all this. How many of you knew? I bet you didn't know, did you? There you go. Go to server shop, like that. Server shop. On. Whoops. Oh, well. Bloody hell. Oh, I've broken it. Okay. Server shop, like that. Products. There it is. No, I didn't know. There you go. Frankenmuff knew. Aren't you? Frankenmuff's got the channel, right? Yes, I knew about it. Xeon knew about it. I didn't know about it. Defense. Out respectfully, it would be so kind as to bloody smash the like, tightly lap the like button. I agree, mate. I agree. What a great day. We've done everything we need to do now. We've done all the hard work. Spot on. Okay. Delete that. Right, I'm just taking care of some applications. William has withdrawn his application. So I need to go over here. Members. Hey, who the hell is William? William has withdrawn his application. He weren't even applying. That's weird. William, this application has been withdrawn. I don't even know what that means. Huh. Okay. I don't even see a William. Don't even know who that was. All right. Let me just check the rest of them. There was 3 this morning. And just making sure they're all good. Oh, okay. I'll do that in a minute. Oh, I've got a message here. Come here. Yes, Faz. I'll give you a call in a minute. All right. I'm tired. I've been up all night. I can't believe there's 323 people. Listen, folks, 4 years ago, right, I was sat here talking to nobody watching, and then there was Mike and Bill, 2 people. That was it. And now I've got 320, 112,000, and I've got nothing to say. I've been up all night. I'm tired, honestly. I need to go and eat something, and I'm really, really tired, right? But we've done all the hard work now. The investors done the hard work. We planned for this. We budgeted for it. We went all in. Now we're making money. Now it doesn't matter what happens now. It doesn't matter. Look at crypto. Oh, yes. Look at that. 7% on Ethereum. How much have I made on Ethereum today? Look at that. $1,100. I'm loving it. Look at that. And now if we sell, we won't even pay tax on it. That's what I like about it. What I like about this strategy is if I go in there now and I go, And I go, look, 7% profit. I mean, think about it, right? 10% on average a year for the S&P. I've only been in this position since yesterday. That's 7% in one day. If I sell all of my Ethereum now, what will that do? Right? I'll earn $1,168 profit. I won't pay tax on it because it will go against my losses. So it'll be tax-free. Nice, right? And then I can take the 17 grand back into the portfolio. It will then pay off margin, saving 4%. Then what will happen is the $17,000 will double buying power because of margin. It will double to $34,000. And then I can take that $34,000 and I can go, I'm going to buy another 34 grand of Coca-Cola. That's how you get up to $1,000 a month in dividends. That's how you do it, folks. I love it. Do you know what? Do you know what we're going to do? Do you know what we're going to do? If anybody wants to, because I'm really tired, why don't we open the phone line up and have everybody calling in on the screen, have a chat, have a laugh. I might even get some Bombay mix. I might even get, oh, hang on. Can we have a chat? I'm doing After Daily tonight before the closing bell. Might want to mention that and I'll be live later. Oh, yeah, Vaz has set up his show. He says you might want to mention that. All right, I'll mention it. Don't be so pushy. Right, I'll mention it. I'll tell you what we'll do. Who wants to call in? Who wants to be on the show? Who wants to be like this? Right, what we got here? Here we go. Who wants to call in? Live phone in. Live video phone in. Don't forget, I've got to do Discord yet as well. All right, there we go. Live video phone in. If you want to do it, click on that link. You don't need any software. You can just call in. All right. I got to fix one of these. Let me fix it. So it's motion 4. You don't know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. Motion 4. Why can't I see that? I can't see it. Can anyone see that? I'm just messing around. Just bear with me a minute. Video source. That's weird. Nobody want to call in? Nobody calling in. Border motion. Guess 9. Border motion. I'm just trying to fix this bottom one over here. Oh, I know what it is. I've got sources, camera, including switcher. There we go. I've done it. I fixed it now. No, I haven't. Camera. Including switcher. Right. Okay. Anybody want to call in? Nobody want to call in? I've set it all up and everything. We could go and get some Bombay mix. How about that? All right, I've fixed it, but nobody wants to call in. All right then. I was messing around trying to fix that. Okay, how are you? How you work and chat? Me? How I work? I don't know. I'm rubbish at it anyway. Subtitles. Bloody hell, it's going to be over by Thursday. Get ready for Friday. Don't be taken for the ride. Read between the lines, says Tidy. Cheers for great show, Martin. See you all soon. Yeah, well, hang on a minute. I've got to give you Vaz's link. Hang on. Guys, go call in. I'm at work, can't call in. That's a shame. Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to get some sleep. I've been up all night. So I've got to go Discord, yeah? We've got to do our Discord event, yeah? So let me give you Vaz's show. Apparently, Vaz has set a show up. Anyone interested? No, couldn't care less, mate. Fair enough, then I won't show you then. Here we go. Here is Vaz's show. Apparently he set it all up. Upcoming live stream. Oh, hello. Insiders. I'm going to give it a like. Here we go. Here is Vaz's show. When's he doing this? In 4 hours. Okay. He's doing it in 4 hours. Live. Vaz. Can everyone go and like this? There you go. Let me pin that to the top. Look, live Vaz. Here we go. Vaz is live in 4 hours' time with insiders. What's going on with the insiders? Right? In 4 hours, he's live. This is what I want you to do, because I'm really tired. I'm literally falling asleep sitting here. I've been up all night preparing this. We're all here to run it, Martin. Brilliant. I'll just bugger off then. We can just let you carry on.
Big Dog tipped £1.99 through Super Chat. We're all here to run it. Thanks, Martin.
I tell you what, we had that once. If you all call in, someone can be in the charge of the show, go in these spots, right? One of you can run it. I'll make one of these spots your camera, so you can be me right here, and all of you here can sit around and chat, and I can go and have my lunch and come back in a bit. How about that? Look at this, folks. We're going to make so much money now. We haven't got to do anything. We're all invested. We haven't got to do anything. We haven't got to buy anything. We just got to stay in now. Just got to stay in. So look, I can't buy crypto. I'm fully invested. How much crypto have I got? I've got $44,000. That's more than I need. That's going to double. That's going to go to 100 grand without doing anything. I haven't got to buy anything. If I sell it, I can sell it for free because of my tax position I've just created. So there is crypto. The S&P is up. So we don't want to buy that until it crashes. Coca-Cola, only 2.8 down now. Only 2.8 down. I could buy some more, but I've got enough. I mean, I want to start paying my margin off. It could turn green in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? SGov, we don't want to put money in SGov. We don't want to be borrowing money to make 4%. That's daft, right? Google, we can't buy back because of tax harvesting. I've got enough anyway. Nvidia, same deal. And VUG, I'm up 1%. I'm up 1% on the first day. I've never owned VUG before. VUG, that's a rubbish name, isn't it? VUG. Own VUG at 1,500. It's brilliant, isn't it? That's all Nvidia and it's all tech, that is. So there you go. It's good, isn't it? So now all I've got to do is nothing. Just wait for crashes to come. And the only thing is, well, nothing really. I could dump all that money now. I've got 9 grand. Should I put that $9,000, just the last penny I've got, should I just put it in Coca-Cola? I could do that. It's not a bad idea. But I think look, I want to pay off the margin. So just start paying it off now. And, you know, any minute now, we'll see Coca-Cola go up to 3 or 4% up and it won't matter. I want some money to pay off the margin. I mean, I got to pay off eventually. It's going to take me years. Right. No one wants to call in. Ev told tomorrow, I love VUG, and there's only VUG, yeah, and there's VUG and VIG. VUG and VIG. How about that? I love VUG. Yes, I'm in VUG. Very good. Right. Okay, there it is. There is Vaz. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send everyone, I'm going to replay this stream today. I'm going to replay it, right? We've currently got me and Sensei doing a chat. Look at this. This is me and Sensei having a chat. Look, I've got my bow tie on and everything, right? Me and Sensei are having a chat. We're going to send you now to the extra channel. And then from there, you can go to Vaz later on. Now, if you're a real fan of the show, if you're a real Lucas Age and you want us to become the first 1 billion channel, we're looking for ambassadors around the world. And eventually, our ambassadors are going to get like special T-shirts, hats, Lucas Aids, stuff like that. So what we want is we want you to help us grow, and we want to find out who it is our ambassadors, who are helping us grow around the world, all right? So what I want to do is I've given you all the link to Vaz. Make sure that you go there. It'll be later on in 4 hours' time. But if you want to be an ambassador of the show and you want to help us grow, this is what I'd like you to do. Okay? When we finish the show, let the extra channel play. It replays what you've seen today. Now, Bloomberg, what they do is they play the same video over and over and over again every single day. I can't believe they get away with it. We replay the day's events. So it's current. You can chat for 99 cents or just let it run. If you just mute it, just let it run. If you don't want to hear it, you're massively helping us live now on Extra. By letting the Extra channel run, what you're doing is different time zones, people tune in at different times of the day. And it really helps us grow around the world. And then you'll become an ambassador of our show. So we're trying to get, we want the chat to have Chinese, Japanese, German, French, Italian, conversation, people talking to each other. So what they're doing is they're watching the live stream from the morning, all right? And they're in the chat, just watching the replay of the morning, all talking to each other, getting ready for the next event. This is how we'll become a billion channel. So if you want to support us and you like that idea, I'm going to end now, send you to the extra channel. Me and Sensei are having a little chat about something. I'm probably telling him off, probably. All right. I'm always telling him off, right? You can sit and watch that or just mute it. If you want to just leave it on a tab, on an iPad, walk away, just let it run. It helps us grow because more people come in around the world. All right, folks? Okay. I'll see everybody on Discord in half an hour on Discord. Then I'll see you back for Vaz's show, and then I'm back this afternoon for the closing bell. Absolutely fantastic. All right, guys, that's it from me. I'll be on Discord shortly for all our members doing our on-stage event, answering all your questions, and going further deeper into the trades. I'll show the rest of you on Discord, and then Vaz later on. Already done it, says Scottish Pete. In many languages would be nice. There we go, Liz. There we go, Liz. You know, Liz, my shows are already available in German. If you change the subtitles to your language, they are in German. All of my live streams, they're already done in German. Right, that's it. Stay where you are. Click on the link. Go to Extra now. See you in the chat. I'll say hello, and then I'll see you on Discord in half an hour. That's it from me, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other. Brilliant. We're all winning now, right?